I guess just overall thoughts on today's game.
We had some goals that we want to accomplish. At the end of the day, we talked about finishing off the non-conference season the right way. We talked about accomplishing goals that we wanted to accomplish. Not so much looking at the score, but how we wanted to play. We wanted to play with more assisted baskets, coming off a game where we didn't throw the ball to each other. And I thought we did that, but when we turned the ball over too much. And, in these games, sometimes you can look up and everybody wants to score the ball because they think it's about scoring. And we just need to be solid and be able to play the right way. We still have to mature as a team on offense. Our defense is probably where we need it to be at this point, but we have to find a way to get easier baskets on the offensive end. And that has to be in transition. That has to be off stops, running, scoring at the rim on our opportunities. We missed a lot of layups and dunks at the rim, which we can't afford to miss those shots when conference season comes. So we're going to build on it, grow from it, watch the film. Not so much to see, why we won, but to see how we won and where we can improve. And then we're going to get ready for this UTEP team.
I remember you talked about how you felt like Avery just needed some time to kind of find his way, just as far as finding his spots, just the rhythm of D1 basketball. It feels like today was maybe a confidence booster.
Yeah, you know what? For him, I think it was about, he comes in as a shooter, shot 40% from three in JUCO. He's not shooting nowhere near that right now. But I told him it's in our sport, they reward guys who do tough things. They reward guys who don't score. It's very seldom that, the left guard in a football game gets recognized for having a great game. They give the running back and the quarterback and the receivers credit. But in our sport, they reward that. That's why guys like Dennis Rodman and Draymond Green and Ben Wallace, they get recognition for playing well. And I think he focused on the rebounding today, and then it gave him a boost of confidence offensively. And he only took a couple threes. He missed his first one, but he didn't get down because he was doing something else to help the team. And if we can keep that mentality, I think you'll see him grow a little bit faster. And eventually, I think the ball will start falling.
From my perspective, it feels like Caden Cooper's on-ball defense from a year ago to now is just drastically improved. I feel like his physicality, like he's just bringing a lot more to the table on that end, it feels like. What do you see from him?
It's a everyday thing with Caden and on the ball. I think he's so badly wants to anticipate and worry about the next play, and we've just focused on him guarding the ball. Every day, I tell him you have to be better guarding the ball. We'll help you when the balls move. You can't guard the ball and the pass. You just guard the ball, and so it's a process, and it's not going to be just a today thing, but he has improved at it, and I hope that he improves drastically because we're going to see really good players in this league, as you know, and we're going to need him to step up defensively.
Feels like AJ just that all-around kind of type of player that you guys need as far as running the offense. Obviously, on the defensive end too, I feel like he's just growing in a lot of confidence. It feels like.
Yeah, he's growing. I mean, we got to think he only started a few games last year, so this non-conference was really his first time to grow, like really get out there and make mistakes and me leave him in. And so he still has a lot of growth to do, and that's understanding that when this doesn't work, then I can go to this, or let me get everybody involved, and then when the defense spreads out because I'm giving people opportunities to, then it opens up for me instead of being the first one to attack. And so as he learns and grows, he'll become a dynamic player, I believe.
Through non-conference play, what do you feel like you've gotten from Kylan, Milan, and Sir Isaac?
You know what? They've all been good at different times, and I haven't got consistency out of one of them. Sir Isaac had his spurt where he was dynamic. Kylan was good to start the year. Mel hasn't been as great. I mean, we're still fighting Mel to become the player. Mel's a guy that, naturally wants to shoot the ball and stuff, but he can be a great defender, rim protector. So that's an area we have to grow in, and I think more than defensively, we're pretty good with them defensively because our length has bothered people just for them being on the floor and being able to contest shots. But we have to be better at producing rebounds. Like, Caden can't be our best rebounder every night. I mean, he's a dynamic rebounder, but some of those rebounds need to be taken up by our bigs. And then we also need to be able to get a couple easy baskets inside with them. I don't care if it's off a post touch or off a rebound put back. But if we can be better in one of those areas, I think, then that group, I don't look at them as individuals. I try to see what their stat line is as a group by the end of the game.
You've got only 3 guys that have gone through a Conference USA basketball schedule. What's it going to be like for you and the staff to get these other guys to understand how difficult conference play is?
That's like explaining what the ocean looks like to somebody born in the desert. You know what? When we first got to the season and we played Nevada to start, I don't think the guys really realized how hard this level was. And that woke them up a little bit. You know, it still hasn't made us be able to go on the road and have that maturity to win on the road yet, but it at least showed them how hard teams play at home and how much better we need to get as a team. It's going to be one of those moments. We're going to try our best to simulate in practice what it looks like from a energy and effort standpoint. How hard they actually play, how hard they hedge ball screens, how hard they move, how fast their bigs move and stay in front of the ball. But at the end of the day, until that first 5 minutes of the game starts, they won't understand. And I think that when you look at all these transfers, none of them actually understand the league they're going in. You got Power 5 guys or Power 4 guys coming down thinking it's going to be easy when I get to Conference USA. And then you got JUCO guys and high school guys thinking, well, we're 7-4. It can't be any harder than what we've done already. And then when they get in it, then you get punched in the mouth. And either you're going to wake up and respond or you're going to lay down. And hopefully we built fighters here, and so hopefully we can respond.
Do you have an update on Will and Scooter's status?
Well, Will's seeing the doctor right now. So I won't know anything until I leave out of here. And then Scooter status, this was just a precautionary thing. He should be back for UTEP and ready to go.
All right.
Thank you.
Good to go.